Yeah. So I thought today I will not share on the Amitabha Sutra. What are you doing? Are you recording? 10? You're recording, right? Yeah. Only someone who is recording will hold it. So yeah, how many pictures do you want to take? A proper one, right? Okay. Be done with it. Don't spend our time taking. Yeah. If I want it to be just about me, I will just stay in my room and then just use my webcam and do a YouTube channel. but actually, I do have a YouTube channel. Yeah. But I'm still. Yeah, there are some students who suggested to me, because a lot of students have questions. So instead of giving a long talk, to just answer some questions like 5-10 minutes and just post online. That can be helpful for individuals also. Earlier on, I mentioned about the fact that today is the 16th of October. Yeah. It is it's been 14 years, but in the past 14 years, most of the time I can't remember. To be very honest, most of the time I can't remember. Since I was ordained. Yeah. The reason is because most of the time I would be busy with classes, busy with sometimes meeting, and when I was in US, every day is the same. Yeah, every week is the same. There's no difference. It's classes, meditation, and more classes and more meditation. So, cannot hear. Increase the volume. Increase the bass. How increase bass? Max. Volume?
Volume, max.
Yeah. Put it in front of me. Max already, volume.
Max already.
Oh. Can you all hear me? Is it better? Is it max? Is it max? Is this better? It's one thing about this kind of mic. If you put it here, can you hear me? Not so much. Here? Much better. But I have to hold it here. Never mind. I'll hold it here. One way is I was going to say clip to my mouth. Then someone said clip here. 哇，这没良心的，真的就是敢就说 clip 在鼻子上。I don't know this why the pickup is so weak. Can you all hear me? Not so clear, right?
Yeah.
Put what in front?
The portable thing put over there.
No, it's the fact that if the mic is too far away from me, then the pickup is not so strong. Never mind, I'll just hold this here. Yeah, so in the past, the day to day, week to week is always the same. So there isn't that much. 14 years. Yeah. In the past, I remember how my teacher would ask devotees this question. They will ask them, how many years have you been learning the teachings? 学佛多久了? Yeah, and some of them would reply, 没有多久, 十几年. Like not very long, 10 over years. Then some say not very long, 20 over years. Yeah, so how many years? How many of you have been learning the Dharma for 20 over years? Raise your hand. 20 over years. Cannot lie, 20 over years. Or how many of you have been a Buddhist for 20 over years? Okay, one. Only one. 2, 3. 没有皈依也算，有拜佛就算了，来，OK， form 冇 form 有 form 兩種，How about 10 years and below. 10 years, for 10 years, up to 10 years. Yeah, up to 10 years. How about 5 years? Within 5 years? Within 5 years? 2 years?
More than 2 years.
More than 2 years? Between 2 to 5? 1 day? You just become a Buddhist 1 day? Wow, that's so there. How about those who just come into contact with Buddhism in the past 1 year? In the past 1 year? Okay, actively? Okay, good, good. Less than half year? Oh, okay. Going strong? Yeah. So my teacher will ask the disciples and devotees this question. And the second question they will ask is, what kind of practices do you do? 修什么法门? Yeah. 你怎么用功? How do you practice? This is a question that I seldom hear in Singapore. Yeah. In Singapore, I usually hear people ask the question, are you going overseas? Yeah. Or are you going to participate in this fahui or that chan or something? Yeah, my teacher will ask, what kind of practices do you do? And he would sometimes also ask, what sutra or commentary do you learn? Are you learning at this moment? He would ask this question. Yeah. I had the privilege of serving as the attendant for a while. So I got to sit in and listen. Yeah. And some of them would reply that they have been learning for 10 years, 20 years. Some of them would be so humble that they would say, oh, no, 不敢说学有学习. Yeah. Then inevitably, when it comes to the practices, they will reply saying that, a good number of them would say that they practice Pure Land Buddhism. Yeah, Pure Land Buddhism. My teacher would often praise that, saying that 修净土好啊, 念佛好啊. Yeah. But he would also highlight the importance of learning the teachings. Yeah. The importance of practicing no self. Yeah. 修无我观, the contemplation on no self. In other words, vipassana. Yeah. When we say vipassana, to see how things are, truly are, is basically to cultivate and contemplate on no self. Yeah. 无我观, 要修无我观. Yeah. So in 2005, when I came back for a short visit, yeah, when my mom brought some of her friends to visit, and we sit down and have a chat, that's what I asked them also. And then most of them, yeah. And when I asked them whether they cultivate or contemplate on no self, their eyes pop. They're like, huh? I see. Yeah. In a way, when we have this SGC, some students over time, they may feel like it's not very systematic. Yeah? Some students, they may feel like, they want to attend a systematic, beginners Buddhism, then intermediate, then advanced. Yeah. Then some may feel that they would like to know more about certain topics. Yeah. So in the past 1-2 years, we have covered different topics, different sutras, different texts, and it came from came from suggestions from you guys. Yeah. Just now I mentioned about contemplation on no self. Yeah.
some of you may say, but Sifu, you never teach us about no self. But actually, all the while, occasionally I will touch on it. Yeah. Because whenever we talk about the 5 aggregates, yeah, form, feelings, perception, mental formations, and consciousness, yeah, that is the basis for going into contemplation on no self. And that's why I oftentimes spend time going through the 5 aggregates again and again and again. Yeah. But it's not easy. Easier if we just talk about 5 precepts. Every time when we talk about 5 precepts, we are stuck on the first precepts. Can we kill cockroach or not? Yeah. Almost without fail, anytime I talk about 5 precepts, we are stuck on the first precept. Never move past the first one. Can we? At home, we have a lot of cockroaches at home. We have ants, we have mosquito. Now there's Zika virus. Yeah. How can we kill or not? Yeah. So that's why we sometimes find it hard to move on to cultivation of Wu. Yeah. Easier if we talk about practicing kindness. Yeah. Next month we are going to go for life liberation. Yeah, life liberation. We already have signed up full 108 person. Yeah. They were commenting to me that the the seats got filled up within
1 day.
within a day. Yeah. Within half a day. Yeah. It's hotter than the Pokemon Go. Yeah. So some people are surprised. Yeah. Why is it that life liberation draws so much support? There are many reasons. One simple reason I can think of is it's about kindness. Yeah, it's about kindness, and it's about a very direct expression of kindness. We come together, we procure some fish, or crabs, or crocodiles, and then we release them. And you can see directly the fishes go free. You can see directly the fishes swim, hopefully happily. Yeah. You can see the crabs struggling to be free of the raffia string, and then as you untie it, you cut it. Not cut the crab, don't cut the crab, and then you cut the raffia string, and you can see how they are in anticipation of being free. Yeah. So it's a very direct experience of it. Nothing complicated. Yeah. No need to read a lot of text. Don't have to listen for hours. So it's a very direct experience. Yeah. And so it is a practice that that people can relate to very easily, and you can do, and it's something that you can see. So I think that's what makes it more much easier in a way. Yeah, entry point is easier. But if you look at the last retreat we had close to 100 sign up also. And in a way, it's capped at about 100, in part because of the space constraint, in Buddhist Union. But relatively speaking, it's easier to find people to do life liberation than to attend Dharma talks. Yeah. Why? Because Dharma talks, there's a lot of consideration. Yeah. Life liberation, fish is fish, ma. You don't have to talk to the fish. Yeah. The fish don't have to talk to you. You just procure the fish, you release them, and done. Then phone call. Okay, cancel.